Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Carolina Kuepper-Tetzel for the Learning Scientists, and welcome to my office hours. So today I would like to talk a little bit about a paper that I have recently published with a colleague of mine from the University of Mannheim, Meike Kroneisen. So the paper has been accepted for publication, so it's not available yet, but I wanted to give you a short summary of the paper. It's a paper I'm really proud of because we worked so long, so many years on this, and we finally got it published now. So what is the topic of the paper? So in the paper, we are looking at the optimal combination of retrieval practice and sleep. So we know from research that sleep is helpful to maintain information for a longer period of time. So during sleep, memories are consolidated, and while we sleep as well, we have less interference coming in. And so our memories that we have formed previously are better protected against interference. And so if you, for example, have two groups of people, both of them study something, like vocabulary, for example, right? And one group goes to sleep afterwards and the other group stays awake. What you usually find is a sleep memory advantage. So the group who has slept, they usually outperform the group who has not slept. And the only difference really being that one group slept and the other ones didn't. So and we were interested in how this interacts with retrieval practice. So what we did, we had four groups in total. So we had one group that stayed awake and took a test immediately after studying. We had one group that stayed awake and took a delayed test. So a test 2 hours after they had studied the original material. So in our case, they studied vocabulary, foreign vocabulary. Then we had a third group who went to sleep after studying, and they had an immediate test, practice test. And then we had a group that went to sleep, but before going to sleep, they had a delayed practice test 2 hours after practicing. Okay, so again, what you have are the conditions, whether they slept or not. And then you have the condition whether they took an immediate practice test or a delayed practice test. Okay. And what we found was that we found the traditional sleep advantage effect for memory. So participants performed better when they slept, when they compared to when they did not sleep. All right. But what we found is that in the group that took the delayed practice test, so the delayed practice test 2 hours after they had studied the original material, in that group, we actually did not find a sleep effect. So we found that taking that delayed test can actually boost performance in the wake group, in the group who did not sleep. And so in that, if you compare that, we did not find a difference between basically the group that had slept or had not slept, as long as they have taken the delayed test. Okay, so it's really exciting. So you can basically make up for forgetting during a wakefulness period if you take a delayed practice test. All right. Okay. So stay tuned for when the paper is then finally accessible and published, but I just wanted to give you a brief summary of it. I hope you're staying safe, and I see you next time. Bye.